Hi there, welcome back. Now, well, the other big major news of the day was Biocon. Now, Biocon has hit a record high in today's trade. The stock is up nearly 10%. In fact, it's touching the 12% mark as we speak at 451 level. And, well, what's driving the stock? Well, this is the largest percentage gain that we've seen for the stock in this year, and that's largely because ETNOW's Abhishek Vishnoi broke Biocon's $200 million deal with Pfizer on October 7th. Over to you, Abhishek.
That's right. Biocon's worldwide commercialization of biosimilar and analog portfolio is clicking big gains for the counter. If you look at the stock, it's up 11%. Now, this is of course worldwide commercialization of the biosimilar portfolio of the company. Pfizer will be making upfront payments in excess of totaling $200 million, and Biocon is also eligible to get additional payments to the tune of $150 million. Additional payments are of course linked to sales of Biocon's insulin in biosimilars. Oral insulin is not part of the deal. The stake sale is not there like we reported, and deal allows advanced monetization of Biocon's revenue from here on. So this is a clear-cut credibility assigned to Biocon's capability in biotech field. There is a meaningful portion of this upfront payment essentially that will be spent on enhancing capacity. Now let's go to the management of the company. We have got Group CFO Murali Krishnan and of course Rakesh from President Marketing joining us. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Now what we want to understand first up is that you said the reflection of this deal will take 3 years to be accounted on the balance sheet side, as this will come in tranches. Now we would really appreciate if you can give us some more color on the timing and the recognition of this upfront payment.
In terms of the total payment of 100 million will be coming in the next quarter, rather this quarter, and the balance 150 will come into escrow account, which will come on Biocon's balance sheet over the next 3 years when we are building up the additional facilities either in India or elsewhere. We are yet to kind of decide which location we are going to be building, and that decision will be taken very soon within this quarter as well. In terms of the balance 150 million which is expected to come, that is is linked to pre-commercialization and post-commercialization, which is going to be happening between 2011 as we file the documents with the regulatory, and as we kind of induct people for doing the clinical trials. Thereafter post commercialization, as we launch the products for the respective markets in different territories, the other the 150 million is going to be coming.
So estimates on the streets are ranging your capex from $150 million to about $300 million for this particular deal, dedicated facilities for Pfizer. What is your number for the capex going forward for the next 3 years?
If for this particular the operations, or is it for the overall the Biocon?
Overall Biocon, of course.
Overall Biocon normally it used to be in the range of about 100 crores. But for this particular expansion, it is likely to be in the region of about 300 million US dollars over a period of 6 years. The first phase, which is going to take about 3 years, from starting of January 2011, is going to kind of incur over a period of 3 years about 150 to 170 million, and the balance is going to be incurred in the next phase, which is likely to commence from 2014 onwards.
So one more point on the $150 million additional payment for which Biocon is eligible. Does it cap the upside for you in case there are launches in different markets like planned? Would there be additional cash flows apart from this $150 million?
No, additional cash flows in terms of these kind of upfront payments are not going to be there. This is a global deal and exclusive to certain territories, and co-exclusive to certain territories where we already kind of have few partners, apart from where we are ourselves kind of marketing in countries like India, and where we are likely to market ourselves or through our subsidiary Axicorp in Germany, and also in Malaysia it will be kind of co-exclusive. The additional revenues will be coming from the COGS plus the markup, or that it's a royalty profit share kind of model.
Sure. Rakesh, this one is for you. Your deal is actually envisaging immediate rollout by Pfizer of the recombinant human insulin in 27 of the emerging markets. Thus, this essentially means that you will be immediately fetching sales revenues to be booked in this regard.
You're right. It's going to be positively impacting our revenues because emerging markets are available, but as you know, in pharmaceuticals, you have to go through a process of regulatory approvals. Once we have approvals in place, there will be a very good impact because we'll move good market shares.
When are we expecting the European Union and US launch for the recombinant human insulin from Biocon stable?
As you are aware, we are right now doing a clinical study, phase 3, in Europe for recombinant human insulin. So this is going to take time. We're expecting 2013 approval in Europe, and in US for recombinant human insulin and other analogs of insulin, the impact is going to come after 2015.
And in terms of the 4 biosimilars that for which the marketing rights have been sold to Pfizer, can you take us through when each one of these product would essentially be getting monetized by Pfizer, and we'll see additional revenues being booked by Biocon in the same way?
See, as we mentioned yesterday, we are going to look at emerging markets as step number 1. Step number 2 will be Europe, and step 3 US. So the revenues impact is going to come, actual revenue impact is going to come 2012 onwards, 2012 onwards. But the big impact is going to come after 2014.
All right, Rakesh and Mr. Murali Krishnan, Group CFO, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure to have you on ETNOW. So, Megha, there you have it. One of the biggest deal in pharma R&D space. Biocon, giving 4 drugs to Pfizer for an upfront payment of $200 million and an additional $150 million in the years to come.
Right, Abhishek. So thank you for that. Well, that was Biocon Management on air first only on ETNOW. We will be back with more news.